So I didn't want to let this be my documentary showing how I had an accident. So that's why. Hello, and welcome once again to Ranting and Raving with Samelian, aka Weatherman. The rant for today was given to me by my sister who lives in Ohio. And I'm going to try to knock out two birds, or shall I say, to wound two birds with one stone, because I don't want to knock them out or you kill them. But anyway, the rant for today will be what's wrong with some of the CNAs. Now, she works in Ohio, like I said, and she used to work here as well, doing the CNA work. Well, what she started to notice where she's at now is that some of the people aren't completely cleaning your loved ones, whoever may have a mother or father in a nursing home here, or maybe here or in Georgia or anywhere as far as that goes. That are you really sure your loved one is taken care of, considering all the money that you're paying out? So, with that being said, she goes on to tell me that how she finds some of the patients out there in the nursing home where she works, and they're not valuing their work or their ethics or whatever they're not doing, because they're not taking pride in their work. She goes on to say she clocked on and started to do her rounds, and she noticed a couple of her patients were very happy to see her. And when she asked them why, she went on to say, the client or patient went on to say that she had told, the little old lady said that she had mentioned to one of the aides or the CNAs that she needed to go to the bathroom. Well, no one had taken her. So when my sister came on, the lady begged her, please take her, because she had defecated and peed all over herself. So first thing she did was she went and helped the lady out. But she also asked the lady, did she want to file a complaint or she wanted to say anything. She said no, because she was afraid. And she's afraid to voice her opinion, because it's true, if they're not able to verbally or they're weak and can't defend themselves, who's to say that they're not deliberately doing things to these people? Just as in childcare, people have been in the forefront or shown doing things to children. Well, with that said, too, they need to start sticking cameras in their patients' rooms, or some of the parents or children of these parents need to put the cameras in there. Because also she mentioned about another lady that was half cleaned. She said as she entered the room, the overwhelming smell of feces slapped her in the face. And she continued to look around to see if any clothes or dirty diapers or anything was left in the room. And she even took the patient up and started looking around the patient, rolling her over, looking. And so, without her knowledge, she just went ahead and pulled the diaper back and caked up on this poor woman, she said, that's almost like dried, was matted down in her private area, was feces and urine, and looked like it had been on all day. So she went down to report it to the nurse's station. And the nurse there said, teamwork, F for teamwork, because that's no teamwork. It takes everybody to do a job. And teamwork don't mean when they F up, you get to clean up. That's not how it works. Everyone's supposed to do their part of the job. They're getting paid just like you are. That means you get your butt in there and you clean yourself up. Don't leave a patient, even if you're mad at the worker that falls behind you, don't leave a patient like that. They didn't do it. So goodness forbid, when you're old, it happens to you. And you, some kind of way, end up with the bed sores that doesn't go away very easy. And then staff. So it pays to watch how you treat some of these elderly people. Because with my knowledge and my senses of the hereafter, it's going to come back to bite you really hard in the ass. It may not be a physical body, but your ass is really going to feel it. So I'm talking not just to the people that may be watching in Ohio or whatever, because they need to clean up if they were cleaning themselves or their child. However, if you don't clean yourself, take pride in somebody else's body and clean them. So when she told me this, I was like, wait a minute, that's a good rant. Because if the people are afraid to go and tell what's going on to them, then maybe someone, and I'm not saying myself, could come up with an agency that goes out. They're not the state, because the state, every time they come out, they got a bolo or whatever. Everybody's running, telling them the state coming out. They get warning ahead of time. So I'm talking about a sneak visit from an unknown person that's part of the family that is listed on there, but no, they don't know who you are. And you just say you're the visit. Pop up over there a couple times in any location. Doesn't matter. Whoever hires you, go pop up at each nursing homes and peek at that particular person or peek at several of them. Don't give them time to get a warning, a heads up. This is not, be like a tornado. Don't advertise. Just pop up, and I bet you some of these places get closed down. They'll have a better understanding of what some of the parents need, because how can a parent be there like a child and scared to tell that someone's doing harm to them? That's just as bad as some of the elderly getting raped by some of the LPNs or RNs or whatever you want to call them, because they can't talk. Their mind's still there, but physically they can't speak or hold a pencil or whatever to tell what's going on. Then that's when you should teach your mother or whoever some type of sign language or some type of key code that only they know, that if they don't want to say it in front of the person that's doing the action, they do some type of sign language or something to show, excuse me, to show you, the parent or the sister, brother, whoever you are, that something's going on with them. Because God knows, I wish I would have had somebody there for my grandmother, because she never drank coffee a day in her life. Yet, in the nursing home where she was in Columbia, Louisiana, they gave her hot coffee on her tray. Mind you, she had had a stroke prior, several months before. Well, trying to lift the hot cup, tongue tied, the hot cup of coffee, as she went to grab it, it spilled all over. No one was in the room to watch her, so she had to stay with the hot coffee, excuse me, on her. So it's a cry for help. So if you know of anybody that's even thinking of trying to come up with some type of agency like that, I think that'll be helpful to some of the people that are going through what I'm talking about. Because she was also telling me that there's a lot of Haitians and Africans out there. And I'm not prejudiced because of we are descended from whoever and whomever. But still, that don't give them the right to have nasty, cocky attitudes. And the same with the people out in Georgia. A lot of people, not trying to down them, but they have this messed up attitude. And that's why I don't be out trying to be all friends with everybody, because everybody can't be your friend. And she say they're so out blunt or whatever to what they say, they'll go up and ask you questions that we wouldn't even ask here in the South. I can't even remember what she was saying, because I thought it was so stupid. It was mind dumbing. So I didn't keep it in my head. When she told me, I laughed about it and kind of wiped it off. But anyway, I'm not going to rant too long, but because I was going to actually be en route to the Dollar Tree doing a rant and get a few things to do my production thing that I'm having a lot of trouble with. But anyway, and that's another rant. So I'm going to get ready to, I guess, get off now, because I got so many mind-blowing events that are taking place that I think some of these people that do have mental issues and all that, if they had to deal with a lot of a lot of these issues, maybe it'll turn them straight. I mean, their mind will come back because they're, you know, I'm sorry, I'm rambling off now. I'm just ranting and raving. I missed my last rant, I know. So I'm like, what you call it, a mashup of rants because the other one it was a good one as well. So, and I got this new little device here. It hooks around your neck. It allows you to have your hands free. So when I do a rant, possibly in my vehicle, which that's what I was getting ready to do, but I thought about it. The older you get, it appears your eyes don't see the way you see, used to see. So I didn't want to let this be my documentary showing how I had an accident. So that's why I didn't go driving and doing my rant. So I'm getting ready to sign off and head to the tree before it closes. So until next time, take care of your mothers. Later.